Hi Cancer, how are you guys? Welcome to your September 2020 tarot reading. So I did pre-shuffle and I did tune into your collective and basically all you guys' energy. And it's the downloads are quite interesting for September 2020 in GL, not gonna lie. Definitely a little interesting, a little more interesting than some of the other downloads. I mean, I never really thought to do a download as like the one I just did or as the one I did today for you guys. And I feel as though it was really necessary to do that sort of download because I really loved the things that I picked up and the things that I wrote down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and um, grab some tarot cards for the overall energy for September 2020. What can Spirit tell us, or what can you show us? The overall energy for Cancer. Okay, for the month of September 2020. And it almost feels like they're trying to get me to see how much even my words are playing down the sort of information that they're bringing us today. It's not just, what's coming in for September. It's so much more than that. It's so much deeper than that, Cancer. I really feel like you guys are either, becoming more, realizing more of your facets, or maybe I'm tapping into a group of you guys who are very awakened or are much into spiritual growth and into expansion and knowing yourself more. But there's some sort of clashing between your emotional body, the part of you that was gifted to you by the universe, and the other part that's clashing with it is your logical, knowledge-based part of you. And essentially, basically, wounds and triggers are coming up for you guys, and you're having a hard time realizing that you've got some deep down, like stuff down abandonment wounds. And now I'm hearing Virgo. So you've got some deep down abandonment wounds that this can explain what is happening, or this is something that would be smart for you to take a look at, for you to, I guess analyze, because it seems like this queen, this logical blunt energy is going to be around you anyway, so you might as well use it to your benefit as opposed to your detriment. So instead of using it to kind of cut you down and to stuff down and to not allow you to look at your emotions, why don't you use it to analyze your emotions, and so that you can choose love, okay? Because I really feel like that's the thing that's going on this month for you, Cancers. And I just feel like I want to drink water right now. I feel like you guys are really needing to choose emotions. Too much thought. It's too dry. It's, all the air, all the wind, it's drying you out. You need more water. Okay, so whatever situation that this is, I don't know if you're watching this in September, add water to the situation, okay? Add water. You need to use your emotions. Add your emotion, add love. So what do we have? We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so that was a card that came up for the channeled energy, the channeled message. Five of Pentacles reversed is about abandonment. It's about feeling shut out, left out in the cold. I really feel like that's a major wound that a lot of you guys are processing and going through and letting go of. But I don't think it's being let go of. I think it's coming up. And I think it's something that you may not want to deal with, Cancer, okay? But it's something that you need to look at, okay? I feel like it's something that you keep revisiting, okay? Some wound that you have been trying to move away from, some sort of lack, some sort of left out mentality, some sort of loneliness, some sort of emptiness, some sort of impoverished state, whether it's a state of mind or it's a physical state. Well, if it's a physical state, it is a state of mind if it's a physical state. But it's almost like it wants you, you're trying to move away from it, but you like, you're not, okay? Like you're kind of going back and forth. And I think that's why the advice and the message that comes out for you guys is to use this chance. Okay, I'm sorry, I just feel like I don't even know how to word this to you guys for you guys to understand this. I think that this is something that you've been struggling with, Cancer, and I really think that you really need to use that voice that it feels almost like it's judging you. Okay, I feel like some of you guys have a part of yourself that judges yourself. Whatever that voice is, you can actually use that voice, or that kind of that critiquing energy, because it feels like you have like a an energy about yourself that could be very critical. You can use that part of yourself to actually critique the situation and critique the way that you're critiquing yourself. You know, critique the way that you're thinking about a situation in particular, because I really feel like this is something that you can be moving away from, and that's what the energies want for you. Ultimately, these are the energies that came out for you, the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So you're moving away from that. That's what this month is about, Cancer. And I feel like that's the energy that's kind of being thrown in, because ultimately we're dealing with these energies that are happening for all of us, right? But the way that you're kind of reacting to it is you rather than letting it be something that moves you forward, it's almost like you're letting it be something that holds you back. And you're kind of letting that voice turn against you and harm you, okay? And it's because you're suppressing abandonment wounds, okay? And I even wrote that down when I was channeling for you guys. So get close to your own truths, like your own truths, you know, not the truths that I feel like, Cancer, there's so much around you that some of you guys listen to and deal with and hear on the regular, like so many different opinions, and it's like, no, like you don't, like that doesn't matter. Like you need to keep going deep down, because I feel like whoever this voice is, or whatever this critical energy is, it almost like critiques your mistakes or critiques things that you do that maybe, you know, are not perfect, quote unquote perfect, and then you use that as a chance for you to beat down on yourself, when instead you should use that critical voice to critique that critical voice, and see how that critical voice actually comes from suppressed trauma. See, Cancer, it comes from suppressed trauma. This was so hard for me to figure out. I mean, I sat here for like half an hour, not even, probably not half an hour, maybe like 15 minutes, but I've never sat there for that long, right? So what are the oracle energies? We have clear quartz. Let yourself feel all of your emotions. You got to feel all your emotions, okay? Even the emotion that this nasty voice brings up, okay? Feel it, you know, whatever. Emotions are all there for you to pick up on. So your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance, okay? I'm going to read for this one. My guys want me to read for clear quartz, even though I know what it means, but sometimes they want me to read for a card. So I read for the card. I think I'm going to do it this way. Okay. That's just easier for me. And then we have titanium rainbow quartz. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. So I feel like there is some situation, or there could be a person, hopefully it's a situation, that is very complicated. It's a lot more complicated than you think. Now, it's not saying, this card essentially is saying that it's not all bad. Even though it's not all good, it's not all bad. Okay? It's not all good, maybe, but it's not all bad. But it's almost like, can you learn to live with that? Or maybe for some of you guys it is all good, but maybe other people don't think it's all good. But it's all good for you. And it's about really asking yourself, like, if it's okay and it makes you happy, and maybe it doesn't make Sarah happy, that doesn't mean that you need to stop doing it because it doesn't make Sarah happy. And Sarah pouts, you know? That's kind of not your problem. I feel like that's the main thing with these two cards. I am going to read for clear quartz, but I want to know if I'm missing something. There's an opportunity here. I'm missing the opportunity here. Because there is something in front of you here, okay? There is something here that possibly even is the thing that triggers these abandonment wounds, right? Maybe this situation here that's multifaceted It's what's triggering these abandonment wounds. And it's up for you to decide whether or not something you want to move away from or you want to move towards. Okay. The good thing is that the both of these people are alone, and both cards, they're both alone. So I don't feel like it's something that's like a breakup or something. So if you're worried about breaking up, I don't see that. But I wouldn't pick up on, I don't think anybody is really watching my readings who's worried about getting broken up with. I think if that's like an irrational fear or that's an abandonment wound for you, then you may be processing that. And this month you could be letting go of that fear of being broken up with. But I don't think I'm really resonating with too many people in that low vibration. I'm not. And it's not to say that if you're there, then you're low vibrational. No, that's just where you are. And it's okay to be where you are. We're all somewhere. We're all somewhere. Okay? No one's in the perfect place. Seriously. It's ridiculous. It's such a false notion. Okay? It's such bullshit. Everybody's in like their own place. Alright? I'm sorry to curse. I don't want to curse anymore on my channel. Well, I do, but you guys, I started a Patreon. Alright, so I'll let you guys know when I'm ready to like put it out there for all the people who really, are about it. I'll talk more about it later, I guess, some other time. But I am starting a Patreon, so if you want to connect with me there, more information's coming. So I can be who I am, because I'm tired of you two telling me who to be. Stop telling me who to be. Back up off me. That's why I left corporate America. Alright. So clear cords, let yourself feel all of your emotion. This card guides you to open your heart to the entire rainbow spectrum of emotions. This is the key to feeling great love. By allowing yourself to acknowledge the not so pleasant feelings, you drop defenses and open your heart. This Five of Pentacles energy, it's not very pleasant at all. And I don't think you like to acknowledge that it's within you. I don't think you even like to acknowledge it when it's happening in your life. It's not pleasant for you. And it's okay that it's not pleasant for you. But I really feel like some of you guys are kind of letting this energy ruin your life, because it's like, I think you're letting it ruin your life because you think it's going to ruin your life, and it actually is starting to ruin your life. Not necessarily. All right. But you're kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm trying to give the messages the way that I give the messages, but I'm also trying to get it across that you understand it. Okay. And it's constructive. When we deny the existence of anger, sadness, and such, we close off parts of our hearts. And the denial means that these feelings become repressed, stuffed down, and hidden, where they can affect our mental, emotional, and physical health. This card can be a sign of receiving valuable creative inspiration based on some challenges you've experienced. Now you want to help others overcome or avoid the same challenges. By delving into the unpleasant feelings through creative expression, you allow others to know that they are not alone in their feelings. This could be a business idea, a form of healing, a book or workshop, or some service or product that will help those who are experiencing similar difficulties. So that's extremely beautiful energy. Now both these cards are blue, and I noticed I cleared my throat, and that really tells me about speaking your truth, okay? And, communicating honestly and clearly. It's getting a little dark in this room, but you guys can still see my deck, which is really good. So I'm going to move on to love. If you guys saw it last month and this is how the readings go. I'm going to move on to, and see what's coming in, what's going on in just our love lives with those that we love and with the ones that we're romantically connecting with as well. But also just everybody that we love, bro. It's more than just, and honestly, for those people who are just getting here, most love readings that are love, quote unquote, are toxic, and they are not, that's not love. Okay, so this is really about your love life, so it's really gonna be happening. Okay, so let's have a look-see for September 2020 when it comes to love in your relationships. What's going on there? Okay, what's the main energy there? Not just the main energy there, just what's the energy there? I feel like my guides are always like, you never say exactly how you feel. And it's like I never know what I truly want to say, or what I truly mean. And I feel like so many people struggle with that. A lot of people do. It's kind of what we do here. We struggle with that. Alright, so let's Let's have a see. Okay, so we have the Star reverse, basically. Healing wanting to take place. Some of you guys not seeing that ability for healing to take place. You're not seeing that ability for a wish to be fulfilled. Some of you guys not realizing that there is something beautiful here. Some of you guys really needing healing as well in love. The Star reversed. And the Four of Swords reversed. Yeah, you need healing. You need healing. Oh, jeez. Healing is needed here. Oh, what's going on, Cancer? Queen of Swords. Yep. I think that a lot of you guys have this mean inner critic. Okay? A lot of you guys have it. Guy or girl, doesn't matter what gender you are. You've got a mean inner critic. Okay? And she's trying to be healed in the way that she... In the language that she best understands, but it's almost like she doesn't want to best understand it. You know, she wants to be healed in a she needs to be healed, and in the only way that she can really be healed, or the way that it's easiest with the Hangman showing up here, it's pretty easy for it to happen, is through her way of doing things, but also not getting too wet. This person, this energy, or this facet of you doesn't respond very kindly to emotion too much, right? But it still needs some emotion. It's like you still need water to wash your hands, even if you don't necessarily like to get your skin wet. You need water to be clean. And so there is a healing taking place here in the best way that the universe knows how. But there is a resistance towards it, and there's a restlessness towards it. It's almost like this voice would shut up. It's almost like that critic would shut up. It's almost like some of you guys who aren't so in tune in yourself, because, you know, some of us are, maybe we're kind of in the same collective, but, you know, one way or the other, we're kind of not necessarily as tapped in one area as we are tapped in another. It happens. It's natural. It's okay. So what I'm saying here, for some of you guys, there could be someone outside of you who has a little bit of a, dog, female dog, right? Or a male dog, female dog, but it could be a guy that's doing it too. And they're very nasty, and this person is manifested because that is an internal thing within you that you didn't catch. You don't catch, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it's in front of you, right? And then you have that dynamic, and you're in a relationship that's like that. You don't realize how you get there. Well, that's how you get there. You have that going on inside of you, and you never take a look at it, and so it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it manifests in front of you, and then you've got, a really nasty character in front of your face, or someone who's not very nice, someone who's very critical, someone who isn't a believer, who makes fun of your dreams. Well, you're doing that to yourself, and you may not realize that, and I definitely don't think you realize it, because what's showing up here is the Star reverse, so you don't realize it. Okay, so in some way, Cancer, you need serious healing when it comes to love. And then when it comes to this queen, this boundaries queen, they're calling her a boundaries queen, the queen that helps you to form your boundaries and to make sure that you are not giving more than you receive. It makes sure that balance stays, and it makes sure that this queen make sure that you receive justice. There's the reason why that she's the queen for Libra. There's a reason why she's typically denoted with Libra. They don't say Gemini, they don't say Aquarius, they just say Libra, because this is a queen, so she is emotional, right? But also she's got the perfect balance between logic and emotion. There's a reason behind these things. And I feel, and she helps with justice, she helps with boundaries, and she helps with justice. And this energy is out of whack. It's not necessarily, she's not really ready to give you what you deserve, because she doesn't even really know what she deserves. She's kind of mad about something, okay? So what do we got? We got the Knight of Cups, okay? So I feel like some of you Cancers, you may want to go forward, you may want to do different things, but you stop yourself, right? This is the reason for things not going, or maybe you stopping yourself on your journey to have certain things, okay? So this is very interesting. This is very deep. Healing wants to come to you, Cancer. I want you to let it in. I feel like this energy here coming up this way, it's almost like they're just saying, they're just giving the information, I don't know if some of you guys are taking it, because with the star coming up here reverse, I feel some of you guys shutting it back. And honestly, what I'm picking up off this card is people kind of pushing it away. Just know that it's here, and you just have to chill the F out to receive it. But I don't know if you're going to be so chill. But the queen is always, I mean, the star is always here, right? The star is always sitting right there. It's up to you to receive the messages. God, I hope you do. Okay. So, let's see what else is there. Okay. Cancer. What else is going on in love? Alright. Alright. So next we have here is the sun, which is really positive. Okay. So I really feel like things are really good, and things want to be better. So I feel like love will still be pretty good. Like, your relationships check out pretty good this month. Okay. If that's what you want to know, then just know that everything's fine and copacetic in your relationship and in your love life this month. But I think that things are good because things want to get better, that sort of energy. But I kind of don't know if you guys want to rev up that engine a little more and take it to another level, because you guys really could, but you may not want to. But with the sun here, I think a wish is being fulfilled in love. Some of you guys could be receiving something from a lover, receiving love in a grand way. Oh, look at that. The Emperor. Look at that. Look at that. 2 major arcana. Look at them together, right? So some of you guys, this is, someone being in your life, someone stepping up to the plate. If you're already in a connection, some of you guys could be getting to a really good place with your father, your husband, your boyfriend. Some of you guys could be getting to a good place or becoming, official with someone. Some of you guys, mainly, I don't even want to say some of you guys, right? Because I don't like giving like those readings where it's like some people and then some. It's weird. I don't like general readings that are kind of like that. I think it distracts people, and I think it makes the reading disheveled. So I don't like doing that too much. But it can't relate to everybody. But I really feel that you guys are getting to a place where you're comfortable in your masculinity. Whether or not you're a man or a woman, you're getting to a place where you're comfortable in your masculinity. And as a result, there's something really positive happening, i.e. confidence within yourself, joy in the moment, union with the 4 of Wands showing up here that just fell out just now. Union, or also, happiness in a connection, comfort being who you are and not letting other people trespass those boundaries. There's something happening here that's around protection. It's around divine order. The Tower. This is serious. This is not a joke. So something around those lines that is manifesting in a very positive way, and that I think has been possibly confusing for a little bit. I mean, before the sun comes the moon, right? Before the sun is the moon. So maybe this situation was very dull or confusing or iffy. And maybe it wasn't necessarily working out too much with the 8 of Pentacles showing on top of the Tower. Maybe you didn't think it would work out, and whatever's happening here, working out so well, you're almost like shocked because you didn't think that the situation would work out. I feel like some of you guys, if you thought you were going to break up with someone in September or even in August, I don't know when I'm uploading these, the exact opposite is happening. Not only are you guys staying together, but it's gonna be even better than you thought. Like, this person really is gonna step up to the plate. But it's because something is clicking in you, right? And it just so happened that the stars really all aligned with the world showing up here. It just so happened that the stars really all aligned with you and in regards to this connection. Now, some of you guys, this is the materialization of a person, stepping into that role, right? Either way, it's super positive. And even if it's not a love relationship, who cares? It could be connecting closer with your father or with your brother, getting back, for having forgiveness and having also love, or even receiving great things, coming to peace, experiencing great joy when it comes to the masculine part of our collective, the masculine part of humanity, of the world, right? That could be simply it, just feeling like I love men. I love when I said that this alarm goes off. It's so annoying, you guys, I swear, but I can't stop setting these alarms. But I feel like some of you guys are going to be saying, I love men. Or you're going to be realizing that there are a lot of men or masculine energies in your life that you're very thankful for, that you're very happy about. Or you're just going to be very comfortable with your boundaries and not letting people move them. You know, I think if you struggled to really truly set boundaries, stick to them, and enjoy sticking to them, I really think that you are going to be coming out of that. But I feel like the way I'm speaking from a very outdated place, that it's not going to feel like the way I'm speaking of it. And it's annoying that it's coming out this way, but that's what happens when I'm going through upgrades. My language, I don't even know when it starts. When I'm speaking, it's not what I'm meaning to say. And what I'm meaning to say doesn't come out of my mouth. And that's when I know that there's an upgrade happening. Or there could be a retrograde coming soon, but I could be completely freaking wrong, you know, because I don't check in on retrogrades. And I know we're coming out of a bunch, so thank God. And Uranus is going retrograde, but you know, this feels really good. The sun energy feels really positive. I don't know. It could be that part of me, because I do relate to the Cancer collective. That is that Queen of Swords that's not necessarily perfect. And I know, like, I don't want to stray people, you know, tell people one thing. But I kind of feel like people who want to take it the wrong way, they're going to take it the wrong way, you know? If you don't have anybody in your life and it's really unlikely and you don't even believe that that could happen for you, or even if it doesn't happen for you, then it doesn't happen for you. And I can't mince my words, because I don't want people to sit there and be mad that it didn't happen for them. How is that my fucking problem? You know, like, but I don't even tune into that vibration or to that collective anymore. You guys could all, like, go to where you belong. Seriously, much love. I know it doesn't sound like there's a lot of love on my tone, but you need to seriously go where you belong and leave me alone, because we clearly are not in alignment, if that's how you truly feel. Okay? So for those of you guys who this message is for, something really positive is happening around the masculine energy, or the masculine energy that you are surrounding. Your divine masculine can be more than one person that is in that masculine emperor role. There's a lot of positive success and positive manifestations in those connections. Things that you really wanted to see, things that you really wanna see. Okay? Super positive. So let's see what else. Okay, let's see what else is coming here now. We got the King of Cups reversed here. So with the sun here, it fell on top of the sun. So that kind of gives me something there, right? With the Queen of Cups. Oh, someone's not taking action on their emotions. Cancer, you guys have so much emotions that you don't even express, you don't say, you don't do, you hold back on them. You stuff it down, you don't take those actions, you don't do that, you don't send out that energy that you really want to send out. Ultimately, Cancer, you want to send this energy out. We have the King of Cups reversed, and we have the Queen of Cups coming near. So you have the emotion. I don't think you tune into it nearly enough as much as you could, right? There's still more that you could tune into. You're not letting yourself kind of let that cup run through you, and the what's through the cup run into the cup again and run back into you, and a cycle. You know what I mean? You're not really. There's some emotions you're not letting yourself feel, like we talked about in the beginning of the video. There's some emotions that you're not letting yourself feel, right? And I think this month there is an inability that you're going to be finding. You're going to be finding yourself facing a part of yourself that doesn't want to give, right? And it could be in a material way, but even if it's giving in a material way, even if it's i.e. money or attention, it feels material. It feels like money, right? If it's giving that you don't want to do, or whatever, if it's giving that you're kind of in two minds about, or that you don't know how to do, or you don't want to give, this giving, just so you know, it comes from a place of love, as opposed to a place of, I just want money. It comes from a place of showing how much you care. And I think you Cancers, because you're not letting your emotions flow through you enough, you're not realizing just how much of a disservice you're doing yourself by not expressing how you feel fully, okay? You're doing yourself a major disservice because you're not taking care of how you feel, right? In one way or the other. And it feels like it has to do with giving, because kings take action, but you have trouble giving because you have trouble receiving. You do. I'm literally looking at it in pictures. Okay? We have the Ace of Wands coming up with that, and the Queen of Wands. So I really think you're tackling this energy here. You're tackling whatever the situation here that you're having trouble giving to. You could even be experiencing this outside of you. But if someone is doing that outside of you, where someone's holding back on their emotions or holding back on something emotionally, or even holding back on you, let's say you're this Queen of Cups and this person's holding back on you, and there's kind of a soulmate connection here. If this person is outside of you, they definitely are your soulmate, right? They're just mirroring back to you. They're doing that because, and they're mirroring that back to you because you're not fully allowing yourself to feel, you know? And because you're not fully allowing yourself to feel, it's like you're not receiving those emotions, because feeling them is receiving them, right? You're not allowing yourself to receive it. And so how can you give it? You have trouble receiving. You do. And I feel like you may manifest, or you may have manifested someone outside of you that you may feel like they have trouble giving, but it's because you have trouble receiving. Okay? And because this person has trouble giving, they also have trouble receiving, because they don't give. So how can they receive? They have all this pent up old emotion. Some of you guys also have a lot of leftover old residual emotions. Not too many of you guys, but some of you guys do. But this is, once again, I feel it's in a more of a healthy spot, where I feel like this is something that you're going to be tackling. You're going to be looking at it like, this is something I want to work on. This is something that I want to get better at. That's what I feel like you're going to be thinking about this. I think you're going to be looking at this in a sense, in a very tactful way, in a way that is productive. Like you're going to be wanting to do something about it, as opposed to letting it, be something that overcomes you and you're like, oh, I have so much regret, You're going to be like, no, I'm ready to create this. I'm ready to make this what I want it to be. And you're looking at this from a positive way, because you're realizing that, it's just some things that maybe you didn't look at positively, or also that maybe you just have to go back to the past and take a look at the past and see the things in the past that maybe were not exactly as bad as you thought they were. All right, that's what I feel like is going on here. But it feels like here, this is mainly how you're relating to everybody. I feel like this is like all of your relationships, where there is a part of you, or you're looking at a part of you, or that it feels like a part of you. Sorry. Well, I don't know why I'm saying sorry, because I don't know. I'm used to, bro. When you come out of, listen, just understand that shit goes both ways. That's it. All right, just get that. All right, but ultimately, this is a way in which you're not giving, right? This is a way in which you're not expressing. This is a way in which you're holding back emotionally, and you're confronting that. You're looking at that part of yourself. You're looking at that part of yourself that's a little self-obsessed, that's a little wrapped up in your pain. And yeah, you got hurt. You got major hurt, right? That probably is what it was, but that's not the collective that we're in anymore. We don't care. I'm not trying to be, well, it does come off very rude, honestly. But I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't want to listen to sob stories every day, right? It's not about the sob story every day. Hopefully this is something that we are looking at now from a different mindset, that we're not sobbing over this. Okay? And if you're sobbing over this and it's hard for you to accept, it might not be the reading for you, because this should just come into you and you should just be over it by now. Okay? But ultimately, this is something you're taking a look at, and in the coming months to even years, some of you guys, yes, it is years, you will see that you'll start to blossom more and you'll express yourself more, okay? And there'll be more unconditional love for others because you have unconditional love for yourself, okay? So that was a really great part of the reading. Now I'm gonna get an oracle card for you guys. Okay, I want to use the same deck. Why not? So I'm using the same Crystal Angel Oracle deck for you guys again. To have a look-see. It's a very interesting month when it comes to love. Very nice things happening in love, right? Some healing taking place. Definitely a month of healing, right? But it feels like one of those months of healing that they're saying it's sneaking up on you. You know, it's healing that sneaks up on you like, I wasn't really wanting that. But that is healing that you want, right? It's kind of like how my mom's yelling outside. I kind of want her to yell outside. But she's doing it, you know? That's what she's doing. All right, so what is the oracle energy when it comes to your love life? We'll have to tune in to what they mean, and we'll have to tune into just the energy that you're going to be picking up on, okay? So passion and purpose, your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. I feel like what's happening right now in your love life, it's helping to fuel, or it's going to fuel a creative endeavor or a creative project, a new idea, something that you could birth into this reality that is going to be beautiful, that's going to help a lot of people, that's going to definitely nurture a lot of people, that's going to bring a lot of people back to life, that's going to make a lot of people feel one with themselves again and one with God again and all that stuff. Your love life is actually getting ready to birth something in regards to career and something in regards to finance. But I'm not seeing the prosperity card here. I'm seeing just something regarding career, you know, something regarding what you do, acts of service, you know, something that you do as a result of the healing that you're experiencing this month will flourish. So if you already have a project that you work on, let's say you already run a business, you already have a practice, you already do. Hey you guys, sorry. So my camera cut off. Sorry you guys. So I was ending off with Rubelite. And so the lessons you're learning in love this month, Cancer, it is going to be amazing for your career. It's going to be amazing for your passion projects. And it's going to be amazing when it comes to helping others, if that's what you feel like you desire doing, okay? Or if you've ever felt like you've wanted to start doing something motivational or something from the heart, then this situation here in love, or what you're learning in love, will be the foundation of it, or will be from which the inspiration is birthed. Okay, Cancer. So that is your love reading. Now we're going to move into your career, okay? So I'm going to put these cards back. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, yes. Right, it's so good to be organized, you guys, because you never know. I thought I had my deck somewhere else. Now I was going to get so upset. Okay. So when it comes to your career, Cancer, what do we have coming in for September? September 2020. Career. Finance. Whoa, what a month. I feel like exciting things can and will happen if you're open. Like Cancer, you gotta just be open. And you can't shame yourself. Like the moment you find yourself thinking of doing something, and you stop yourself from doing it, or you shame yourself from doing it, catch that, you know? Because I feel like there's something really positive in regards to career and or finance that will be amazing or detrimental in regards to, in regards to you being open. Okay, so you've got to be open-minded, Cancer. So what do we have here? We have the Two of Swords and the Eight of Cups, walking away from indecision. I love that. So I definitely clearly see you walking away from indecision, definitely becoming someone who looks deeper into things. I feel like Cancer, you're deciding to dive deeper within yourself, and you're deciding to peel back the onion that which is you, okay? I feel like that is possibly resulting with some of you guys, it's resulting in career advancement. It's resulting in discovering which career you want to be in, maybe career shifting, maybe even retiring. This is going to make you retire from something or in some way. Some of you guys who have been thinking about retiring Cancer, you may actually get off the fence when it comes to retiring, and you may either decide to retire or decide to stay on a job. You know what I mean? I feel like you've been on the fence with something in regards to your career, and you're not doing it anymore. Okay, and that is you moving forward. I feel like whatever big choice you're making, you're going to be so thankful that you made it, and you're going to be really happy with it all. And I really feel like you're going to want to continue to have your life flow this way. And the best way to keep your life flowing this way is to just walk away from the habit altogether of, indecision and being indecisive, or stopping yourself, halting yourself, being on the fence, sitting on the sidelines. I think, Cancer, you're not doing that anymore. I think not. Okay, I don't think you're doing that anymore, Cancer. I really feel like you're becoming someone who lives more of life and lives less of life on the sidelines, okay? But that was only through processing all this grief. Oh, Lord, as I'm speaking to you guys right now, my neck is killing me. I did a self-wax, and I twisted my neck too far to my right. So my right side of my body, like my neck. Oh, it's in so much pain. Alright, so I just want to talk about that because it kind of hurts to do the reading right now. But I love doing readings. So I'm going to keep doing them. So right here we have the Five of Cups, Two of Wands. It's reversed. It's upright. So I feel like these were repressed feelings of guilt. I think some of you Cancers have been battling feelings of guilt, feelings of, like you're not doing enough, feelings of, it's mainly guilt. It's mainly guilt and regret, or fearing regret and feeling guilty about making certain regrets. You're coming off the fence with that, okay? This is amazing. This is amazing, and it's so funny because it feels like it's such an emotional activity, but look how it's impacting your career. So you have to really honor that card, you guys. The love, the angel oracle card that we pulled for love for you guys. You have to really honor that energy, because what I'm seeing here is really proof that the energy is carrying over. So what's the next energy that we can expect to see coming in your career and or finances? Okay, so we have rebirth, making a change, okay, deciding to do things differently. Some of you guys are deciding to change your career path. Some of you guys are deciding to stay in a career path. I feel like there's a change, there's a new beginning. There could be some endings as well. Sorry, my camera's not focusing. Right? So there's some new beginnings. That is really, really, really cool. Okay. I see you guys emerging from the shadows. Okay, and I keep seeing the Sun and the Four of Wands. You're really letting yourself shine. I think a lot of you guys have really held a major part of yourselves back when it came to your work. And you really, maybe you didn't even interact too well with others, or you kept interaction to a minimum. It could be just as simple as that, and you're deciding to be more of who you are at work, but it could also just be even in the way that you work, in the work that you do. You're coming out of your shell and you're embracing it fully, and you're accepting yourself fully, you're loving yourself fully. And this energy, it is, I know this is like, oh, this is career. Like, this seems so emotional. I understand that, but this is so going to impact your finances. I mean, what a boost. I'm just hearing boost. It's really going to boost your finances because you're out there, and you're going to be attracting your tribe, and your tribe knows what you like, and they know what you want. All right, so we have the Three of Wands and the Six of Cups. I think that you're becoming much more positive in regards to your career and or your finances, and this is manifesting positive results. Okay, clearly I believe in magic. The Queen of Wands shows up. The other day I was to my guides, I was like, who is the Queen of Wands? Why do you guys keep showing me the Queen of Wands? I don't have any fire in my chart. Not really. No, not at all. My whole chart. And this is why. So you guys, I believe in magic and all that jazz. So I'm gonna sit here and really tell you that I genuinely believe that you attract everything to you. You attract everything. Yeah, you gotta go out and do the work and yada 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 yada. But you attract things to you. You do. You do. You do. I mean, come on, this is a dream. I mean, we're living in a dream. You attract it to you. What are the odds that you would have the things that you want? What are the odds that you would think of something and you would have it? I mean, if it were not magic, you wouldn't, you would think of things that it was not possible for you to have, that no one ever had, and you wouldn't even be able to create it. You know what I mean? Like, how often does that happen? you know? So it's like, come on, you guys. Life is magic. So, there's something really positive you're pulling in, and you're on the precipice. They're saying, I'm hearing precipice. So you're on the precipice of it. It's not necessarily like it's coming in, but it's also not necessarily that I'm not going to say that you don't care that it's not coming in. You do care that if it's in or if it's not in, but it's not like a mark on your character. You're so much more grounded when it comes to this justice and the Ace of Pentacles, and you know that this is coming. Like, it is assured within you. You know that you are going to get what it is that you desire. And underlying the deck, I mean, would you not believe the King of Pentacles? Seriously, you guys. Like, you're coming to a place now where you're embracing yourself, right? And you're like, listen, I want that promotion. I want this. I want that car. I want that house. I want that money. I want that business. And you're just going out there, Cancer. I just see you being like, I want it. I'm going to go get it. Like, but it's not even in an aggressive way. You're not going after it in a way that you're pushing yourself too much. And it's really like anticlimactic and it's kind of nasty. I'm getting a very confident, jovial, really sparkly, positive energy that just naturally attracts things. Doesn't have to push too much. There's not a lot of resistance. And that's why you're pulling things in. I mean, this is crazy. You're literally manifesting everything you want at a magnificent rate. And it's the things that you want. It's the good things. I mean, I really just see you. I see you in an elevator going to like a higher floor, and it just feels like it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter. Like you're getting closer and closer and closer to the sun. Which is like you're coming closer and closer and closer to your prosperity. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so what else do we have here, Cancer? And you need to claim this. I think this goes with the Tower reversed, okay? I really think that some of you guys really need to claim this. I think some of you guys will also have something happen that will make you realize the truth. And they're also saying the severity of what I am saying right now. Okay, there's a Tower moment happening. It could be an event. It could be something coming into you. It could be something manifesting. That's all they're saying, something manifesting. And it will prove to you the severity of what I'm saying. Okay, so seriously right now, you guys, the Tower reversed. So it's something that's, it's a realization that's going to be had. That's it's a long time coming. Like, it's probably been sitting there and you've just been walking past it for like a week. It's finally going to hit you. All right, and it's positive, obviously. It's regarding the abundance here. Amazing. Okay, so what else do we have here? What is the other energy for career and or finance for Cancer? Cancer, you guys are lovely. I really love your energy today. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, you guys. I love your vibes. So positive. So glad I did this today. So what do we have here for you? We have the Ferret. So I see here that there are a lot of changes taking place in regards to your career and finances. It's very obvious. I don't even need to explain that to you. I think just listening to what we were talking about this whole time, I think it's very clear that there's so much going on. There's so much new beginnings. There's so much new energy. There's so many positive things. There's so many things manifesting. And all that being said, there is this need for divine, and they're saying divine incantation. So make sure you're praying, stay close to God, stay close to your faith, So that's really important. For some reason, that's really something that they're stressing. Pray as much as you can and give thanks to God, don't be so pushy on things. But I also see here that there is some divine miracle I'm hearing. Okay, there's some divine miracle there's an angel, there's a rainbow, okay? So some of you guys can have some miracle happen. It's been a long time coming, and you've been very patient for this, okay? That's really amazing. I'm hearing that for some of you. Some of you guys, you may have made a wish, and this could also be tied to this tower event here that we have tied to this rebirth, this judgment energy. I really think that there's something happening here that is a wish coming true for this wish you've had. You know, some of you guys could even have made a wish or prayed for something, and it comes to you during this time in September. Oh, Cancer, how positive is that? It comes to you during this time in September, and you're going to realize what I was talking about. If you forget about rebirth, go back to when I was talking about it. Because I don't remember what I was saying. I was channeling. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more clarifiers, shall we? For the Farrelet or Temperance. What do we got here? Career, finance. I think also things are going on in your career that are extremely positive. Okay, and you've got to see it that way. I really think that it really just depends. It really doesn't depend. You just need to you just need to understand, and whatever, so anything that happens, you just need to know that it is being taken care of. You do not need to worry. Like, this is one of those months where you could literally kick your feet back all month and have like angels like sweep your floors. You know, like you wouldn't even have to clean your floors. You wouldn't have to, you know, tie your dress. You wouldn't have to pay for this or pay for, like, it's one of those months where things are just gonna work out. Like, you don't have to stress, okay? And we have the Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands, okay? So there's some truth that you're learning about burdens, about carrying burdens, and it's possibly about the necessity of them, or maybe the unnecessity of them, right? So the the Three of Pentacles, the Fool, the Hierophant, and the Five of Swords. So learning a lesson about, with this Five of Swords energy, it feels like betrayal energy, right? So I want to pull a tarot card on the Five of Swords, because there's a lesson here. Because some of you guys may have been betrayed in work, business, finance, things may have happened in regards to your career that were very stiff and hard for you, and it was difficult for you. You know, maybe you had a dog-eat-dog mentality, right? Maybe you were a dog-eat-dog type of person, and you felt like it was a dog-eat-dog world, you know, that kind of person. And I know a lot of people like that. I mean, I live in New York. I live in New York City, like smack in the middle. It really is like that. Some places, they really up that belief, and they really play into that narrative, and it's really not a dog-eat-dog world. You know, it's really fine. And I think you're learning a lesson around, you know, just being chill. Like, you don't have to like be so aggressive. You need to get to the point, you know what I mean? Like, go ahead and go get what's yours, but there's no need to like do that extra stuff and add some pepper. Like, where I'm from, they say add pepper. You know, like you know, there's no need for that. You know, you could just work with people, and because it's because your faith. I feel like it's your faith system. It's your belief in God. It's the lessons that you learned about through doing those things and what came about from it, right? That is what's causing you to just be a lot more chill. I think a lot of you guys are taking on this Temperance energy when it comes to your career, and you're so much more chill. You're so much more chill. You're just like, okay, you know, like, you know, if things are slow, you'll wait. If things are you know, whatever, if clients come in, whatever the clients want, you give them, you know, it works out fine. You guys can work things out. You're kind of like a medicinal person. You're kind of like a healing presence this month. And I think you are that way going forward, Cancer. Keep that energy going forward. That's what I'm saying. The lessons you're learning in love, right? The lessons you're learning when it comes to dealing with the people that you love, Cancer. It is really paying off here in September. And you're seeing it here in your finances. You're going to see your money multiply. Just surrender, okay? And don't be on tarot channels if you don't believe in this shit, you know? If you are like, this can never happen for me, and I'm a loser, and I'm not shit, and da-da-da-da-da, then, why are you on a tarot channel? But obviously you came here because you want to feel better. You want your wishes to come true. You want the things that you deserve, which are the things that you want. There are the things that you deserve, and you're the only person telling yourself that you do not deserve them. Okay? Because you're the only person who it matters that you tell yourself that you do or you don't deserve them. So come on, when you come here, come to La La Land, come to Fantasyland. Okay, come dream with us and just let yourself relax and fall into the dream, and try to let it come into you, and believe in something that you cannot see. Your life expands when you have faith. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a Moonology card. I really love the moon, and I really love this deck. Come to think of it. Okay, I've really loved this deck, but I had to put it in my closet. I had a crazy last year was insane. It was like somebody let a bull out in my house. Fucking makes sense. Fucking makes sense. Oh my God. Uranus is in Taurus, right? And it's in my 3rd house. Makes perfect sense. This is why my life was the way it was. But anyways, all my tarot cards and my oracle cards, I had to move it and put it somewhere, and then I was moving them, splitting them up, and I lost it in the process, but then I found it where I put it. So yay. So I brought it out for you guys, and I want to pull a card for you guys when it comes to your career. I think the messages would really come in handy, and there's such a beautiful book that comes with it. I want to read it for you guys. I hope you guys will pay attention, and I hope you guys will take in the message. Okay, so I'm really excited to pull it over. So the underlying energy we have is communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Very, very, very intriguing. So definitely a month around communication. Your communication skills are definitely getting a boost, and it's because you're making choices, right? It's because you are getting off the fence. It's because you're not letting other people tell you what to say or tell you what to think, but you're also coming from a place of love. You're truly in your element, Cancer. Like, you truly are in your element, and I love that. So we have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Now, isn't that amazing? Amazingly dramatic. Love that fiery climax. I'm going to go ahead and give you a read. And I'm going to zoom you in so you can have a look-see while I read for you. Gonna get the book really quick. Trim fold. Okay. Okay. All right. It's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants. But you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created a situation. You've created the situation, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming, and it could be fiery. Ooh, I like that. Attune to the moon. Be kind, be nice, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. That is what this feral energy was talking about just being smooth and getting along with others, and everything's working out, Cancer. Yes, I love this. Okay, additional meanings for this card. Be assertive. Being assertive is good. Just don't ride or roughshod over anybody. We saw the Knight of Swords about you bulldozing through and, doggy dog, right? If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace, and don't be a baby. Sorry, this could be the issue. And also, you need to have more fun. The teaching. The full moon is in Aries. Okay, the full moon in Aries is a super fiery time when emotions can run very high. On the upside, there's excitement about what may lie ahead, but tempers are likely to flare with rash comments or decisions. No matter when you pull this card, it signals that the situation has just or is about to come to a peak, perhaps in a rather heated way. There could be a price to pay. if you have been too competitive or too blunt. Okay, so that is the message of this card. You take it how you want to take it. You can pull whatever meaning you want to pull for it. The book is up for interpretation. I'm picking up things. I'm sure some of you guys are picking up things. Whatever it is you're picking up, it is divine guidance. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch this reading and to get to hear, hey bitches, what's up? Okay, I'm trying not to curse on this channel too much, but like you guys know, I have created a Patreon. Okay, I haven't put any stuff on it yet. I'm still flowing. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to put on it. Okay, and then I will let you guys know. But if you really jive with me, then you're really gonna love what I put up on Patreon. So I'll let you guys know how that goes, and when it is ready for people to become members, I will let you guys know. First and foremost, I love you guys so much. You guys already know I do offer personal readings, but I do not offer them to everyone that reaches out to me. So if you would like a personal reading and you'd like to work with me personally, you can reach out to me. The information is down below. Okay, some of the prices are also down below in the description bar as well. I'm working on the whole website thing. It's been a problem for me, and I've also been in transition a lot. Okay, so if you would like to work with me, you can email me. Okay, but please know that, you know, I might just not be the reader for you, so that's whatever. That's cool. Who cares? You can always watch these, and then also there's also Patreon. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me, and I guess we'll talk next month. Bye bye.